Greetings, friends. As always, it's an honor to welcome you back to Rick's Garage. This is sort of a bonus video. Earlier this week, I posted a video on how to check a rotor for runout and how to correct a runout on a lathe. And what you did not see in that video is off camera, I had an awful time trying to get that rotor off. So I thought it would be fun to post sort of a spin-off from that video showing you how I got that stubborn rotor removed. It's rusted in there pretty good. I give it a little shot of penetrating oil in each of the holes and around the hub. Got a little absorbent pad down there to catch any oil. Now I've got a brass hammer, and I'm going to give it wax right around this area here. I'm using a brass hammer so I don't damage anything. Careful not to hit the studs. Although I did hit the camera, sorry about that. And it still doesn't want to budge. So, faced with a situation like this, we have to bring out the heavy artillery. Okay, friends, I've repositioned the camera to give me a little more room. And what I've got is my air hammer with a flat tool. And we're going to blast it a little bit. And that still does not want to come off of there. Friends, at this point I see two options here. One is my OTC rotor puller. This will get it off, but quite often it will warp the rotor beyond repair. So we're going to use this as a last resort. If this rotor was no good, I would go to the OTC puller right away. The other option are these bolts that I keep in my brake drawer. We're going to take advantage of the existing caliper bracket mounts to try to push the rotor out a little bit. So let's try this first. It'll be a little less invasive. So we're going to take the bolt, put it in, stick a washer, put a nut on it. I'm an old man, I'm all thumbsy, and I don't really have a good angle because of the camera. It's always interesting trying to film a repair and have room to work. The camera right at this point is exactly in my way. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I certainly cannot. Okay, there, I got it started. So I'm just going to bring this down until it contacts the rotor. You can see if I can make it a little, so you can see a little easier what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's a little easier. Okay, so I'm contacting the rotor. Now I'm going to put my other screw in. My other bolt in, I should say. Put the washer on it. I bought these some time ago and I keep them, like I say, in my brake drawer my brake tool draw just for this purpose. It's hard on the angle I'm at to try to get those started. There we go. Okay, now I'll get a couple of wrenches and we'll try to put a little pressure on the rotor and see if we can get it off. Yep, that's it. Very easy. Okay, so that's your tutorial on how to get a rotor off. And hopefully we didn't damage it too much. I don't think we did. I don't think we put too much pressure on it at all. And it looks like even though someone had put anti-seize on this, it still was stuck. So isn't that interesting? All right, so I'll put these away for another use, and we'll put this rotor on the machine and see how much we damaged it. Okay, friends, I'm going to put these bolts back in my brake drawer where I keep my brake tools for the next time I need them. Now, if you're interested in purchasing some bolts like this for this purpose, you can either use a 12mm bolt or a 7/16 bolt, about 3 inches long. Another couple of bolts to keep on hand are 6mm coarse threaded bolts. Some rotors come with threaded holes, so you can use the threaded holes to press the rotor off the hub. These are almost always 6mm coarse, so it wouldn't hurt to have a couple of those on hand, just in case the manufacturer was kind enough to provide you with threaded holes for removing a tough rotor. These bolts are about 1.5 inches long. Okay, friends, I just finished turning this rotor off camera. It came out very nicely. If you had happened to catch the original video, it showed the rotor to be within 1/2 thousandths of an inch. That's almost perfect. So that's all I've got, friends. I want to thank you once again for watching Rick's Garage. Before I go, I'm going to post 2 videos to your left. One will be the video where I demonstrated the OTC rotor puller, and the other will be a video that I was able to successfully use the air hammer shock method to loosen a rotor. As you recall, I was unsuccessful in using that method on this rotor, but it does work most of the time. And to your right, as always, will be a picture of my avatar in the form of my trusty German Shepherd. By all means, feel free to click on that should you wish to subscribe to my channel. So I want to thank you once again for watching, and we hope to see you all very, very soon.